Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Immigration and Motivation. This is your host, Naomi. This is actually our first live show. I'm so excited because of the amount of subscribers that have grown tremendously. Now we are able to start going live. I am very excited. Guys, just because you are going to get so much hot news, good news on immigration and advice and motivation from me. Who am I? Let me introduce myself. I am Naomi. I am an interpreter, a translator, content creator, fashion designer, and I fluently speak English and French. So I am an entrepreneur with multiple hats. Is this your first time to bump onto these channels? Is not by chance. You were meant to look at this channel because here you have somebody in front of you that is full of joy and happiness, that just give positive vibe, positive energy. So my passion has grown so much regarding advice on immigration. Why? Because I came across a lot of people that were talking about being scammed all the time. Being in Africa, I am also an immigrant, and I've immigrated here as with permanent residence. So I immigrated legally. And many people were sending me informations. Can you check this website for me? Can you check if this website is genuine? How will I check if things are genuine? Where is the time to just do that? So my job cannot be here in Canada to sit and to be vetting companies. So nevertheless, after that, many people got scammed and it was unending cycle of stories. Therefore, I have taken a decision to just open these YouTube channels and other platforms just to give advice to my people from Africa and from the Caribbean and even from Asia. Everyone around the world that will love to immigrate to Canada, this is the best channel for you. You have come to the best place. Welcome again. So, today I will bring you specifically a very good news. A good news regarding a work permit. Work permit is actually another pathway to immigrate to Canada. But to be able to have a work permit is also very complicated. It's not easy because you need to reach employers. And there are employers that are registered, designated, they call it designated employers on a website. So I will just show you the steps. How can you just navigate through that to be able to source out and to connect with employers? Because once you're able to connect with employers, then from there, with a work contract, it's easy. Within few months, you are able to have actually to be able to process your work permits. So without not wasting a lot of time, we have spoken a lot. Without further ado, let me just navigate you through the website and just tell you what province am I going to talk about today. It's one of the provinces that they call Atlantic provinces because Canada has 4 Atlantic provinces: New Brunswick, Newfoundland and other provinces. But tonight, I want to talk about specifically New Brunswick. That's what we're going to discuss today. So I'm going to take you through with me, through the website, the genuine website, so you can see how to do research to be able to connect with employer. Let's connect. I'm going to be sharing the screen. Okay. Oh, share screen. Oh no, sorry. Okay. No, that's not the right screen. That's not the right one. Okay, I'm just going to share with the screen. Share screen. Just hold a second, please. And just before I just share the screen, I would just like to ask you to please subscribe to the channel, because by subscribing to the channel, our community grows, and by liking the videos also, it's going to help to push the algorithm so that we can really have a very good family here, so we can enlarge our community. So I would like you to like the video, please. Subscribe to the channels, activate the notification bell so that each time when I upload a video, you do not miss it. Because sometimes you have informations that will come quickly and you have to act quickly and grab the opportunity. So it's important to click the notification bell. As long as a video has been uploaded, you got a chance, an opportunity, you just seize the opportunity quickly and get the news for you. Okay, let's go through now. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing the screen with you. Okay, that's that's the one I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the page of New Brunswick immigration program streams. That's how it goes. So this is exactly how, in any case, I'm going to send you, I will put the link down below just to make sure that you are going to be connected, to the right website. So you can see here that now the New Brunswick immigration program streams, they are pathway to permanent residence for foreign workers who have the skills and education and work experience necessary to successfully contribute to New Brunswick economy. And when applying to many of these programs, you must be PR ready. What does it mean? It means that you have to be ready for permanent residence, because skilled worker programs lead to permanent residence. It means that if you meet all minimum eligibility requirement and have all the required documents, prepare and submit a complete and correct application to the province of the New Brunswick and to the government of Canada. Because remember that the province has to accept you first before the government of Canada can accept you. Okay? So each of our economic immigration program streams, they have different eligibility requirements relating to age, language test score, education level, and professional experience. Be sure that you are eligible for a program stream before you prepare to submit an application. Each stream eligibility requirements vary program to program. So please review your desired stream program guides for information on eligibility requirement for each program. Learn more about the New Brunswick economic immigration streams by downloading our highlight overviews. So I want us to go through the candidate streams. So it clearly reads here the candidate streams. It's as follows. The New Brunswick Express Entry Program. It's a program that is called the New Brunswick Express Entry Streams of New Brunswick Provincial Nominate Program. It actually connects to the federal express entry system and will increase your chance of being issued an invitation to apply for permanent residency from immigration, IRCC, So yeah, it's actually, it's two streams that are different, but remember that you need to be able to be accepted into the express entry program before you can qualify for this stream of provincial nominee. Okay. Then we are going to the second stream, which is about the New Brunswick Strategic Initiative stream. It is for French-speaking workers only with the skills, because remember that New Brunswick is a bilingual province, so they do speak English and French there, which is different from Quebec. Quebec it's strictly French, but even though it's strictly French, we do have companies here and jobs, English-speaking jobs that you can still find. It's not just to discourage you. So Yes. So you have seen the page that we have gone through just now. So the first advice I will give to people is what? The first thing, you have to make sure that you are eligible. To make sure you are eligible, we have many criteria. The first thing is always your qualification. It's age. Do you still have the age bracket that you qualify? It's age. It's your qualifications. Do you have the skills that the province needs? Because each and every province are different. So do you have the qualification the skills of that province? And on top of that, do you have the English test, the English test or French? So in actual fact, New Brunswick is a good news if you can speak a little bit of French, because it's based on point criteria. So if you can speak a bit of French, being an English speaking, it's always good to take the exam, because the notes you're going to have there is going to boost you, you know, because remember that there is a first language, which is your mother tongue. And if you have a second language, obviously, it will add you more points. So I always advise to people, don't look at how much does it cost. Travel is an investment. You cannot decide to travel, and it's not just a holiday. You are immigrating. It's meaning that you are moving from your country to come and stay in another country. So you need thorough preparation for that. Therefore, you need to just invest in. So everything that is required for you to be able to travel legally, nicely. So I would advise you to prepare thoroughly your language test. And tonight I would like to speak to you about the language test. It's called IELTS. The IELTS language test is a language test that is so many people say it's difficult. It's complicated. But one thing I will let you know is what? Like I always advise people. Let me take an example. You're going to school, right? And you're going to have exam, right? So if you do not study and prepare, you're not going to have good marks. The main reason why people fail this test, they always have bad marks. Why do they always have bad marks? Let me tell you this. It's not because they're not too clever or whatsoever. It's not because they cannot speak English properly. The English test is a methodology. Therefore, for you to be able to nail it, meaning to have the great points, because you need to score a band of 7. 7 bands, it's the score that you must have to be able to qualify. Many people have lower score. Once you have lower score, the system cannot even accept you. So it means that when you upload your application, it won't even be accepted. So you need to have 7 band. Many people go several times and they fail several times. But you can make a difference. How? Just by listening to my advice. If you make sure that you prepare for your exams, minimum, I always tell people, is 2 months. 2 months. It means that you have to go to practice lessons, you go to classes, you do your homework, you practice. So when I talk about 2 months, it means that, because if you take longer than that, by the time you finish the level where you are, you might forget the others. So usually even they say it's better 1 month before, 30 days before. Then you have like 2 hours of classes per week. Then in the afternoons or evenings, you have to do your homeworks, you know. So when it's intensive classes, it's always better, because you will have a fresh memory back to back, about 5 days a week. You have like 5 days a week. The class are scheduled in such a way that it's 5 days a week for 1.5 hours, or maximum 2 hours, 5 days a week. Therefore, you have classes. Then after classes, you have homework. So you still have to go home and do your homework. So for instance, if you're working, you are going to be tired. For you to be able to, you will be tired. If you are really working and you have the same schedule as usual, you won't make it. You won't have good marks. So it means that you have to push in your calendar. You have to empty your calendar and make space for your classes and space for your homework. It means that you have to allocate, most likely, if I must say, 2 hours per day, meaning probably 1 hour in the morning for your classes schedule. Then you schedule another 1 hour in the evening for your homework, so that before you get to the next class, you've done your homework. So I know it's not always easy, especially if you're working, coming back in the evening, you get tired and all that, usually. So what I would just advise you is to just clear your calendar, especially morning hours, early morning hours. Your memory is still fresh. You can have your classes in the morning hours. Then on top of that, if you have to do homework, always do with a fresh memory early in the morning. So when you're busy during the day, because when you're busy during the day, in the evenings, it's difficult for you to be able to concentrate, because your brain has been busy to do all the work and all what you have to do the whole day. Therefore, you really have to make sure that you set time apart to be able to go through your homework. So if you do your homework in the morning, in the evening you can just run through to do a revision, of that. You just go through and do a revision of that. So the following day you're ready. Weekends, usually you take a break, but I will advise that on a weekend, like you can take Saturday morning, you block your time to go through all what you have studied during the week and your homework, so that you make sure you understand it properly before you go to the next lessons the following week. So if you really listen to my advice, honestly, you won't fail the test. The reason why many people fail is they have so much to do on their plates. They have still the busy calendar as before, and they still expect that they will attend classes and do homework and pass. False. You are going to fail your test. Yes, you will fail your test. So I really will strongly advise you to clear up your calendar and prepare. 1 month sometime can be short, but I would say 2 months, not more than 2 months, because you won't be able to remember, So what I will just advise you again regarding the test is what? The second English test is a PTA. It used to be called persons. It's now PTA. It's called PTA Core English exam, which is actually easier. It's easier than IELTS, according to what people are even saying. And my advice for you is to take the PTE Core English test. It's called PTE Core English test. That's for immigration, So take that exam. And when you book your 2 months before you start your class. Always book before. Then once you book 2 months before, you can start now your preparation classes, or 1.5 months before your preparation classes. So you book that ahead of time. Okay? So that's what I will really strongly advise. Then the third thing is your credential assessment. Always make sure to do your credential assessment, because once you have all those ones that are ready for you, things become much easier for you. Because even when you connect to employers, those are the things they will be asking you. Employers are going to ask you all these things I've been talking to you about. They will ask you all that, And obviously, when you connect to employer, you need a preparation also. Like, that is where I can come in now to offer my help. Like, I can help you to prepare for interview. I can help you to prepare for language test, So my details are also clipped there. So if you want preparation of language test, I'm willing to help you. You just send me an email. And also for interview. If you have an interview, a job interview, remember one thing I will tell you. Do you know, when people go to an interview, when they see a candidate, the first approach of an employee is, how do you present yourself? Secondly, the type of questions the employers ask and the way you have to answer it. You need a coaching. That's where I come in. I can help you and coach you prior to your interview. So my details are just there. It's clipped. So it's in the link there. and the email to contact me for business purpose. If you need my services, my coaching services, and also language lessons. I'm teaching French and I teach also English. So if you need my language, also tutoring, so you just also send me an email. So I'm gonna clip also the flyers there and everything, all the information. So you just click the link and just send me an email if you need the test. Okay. So those are actually the informations I have for you for today. Okay. So I'm gonna just go tomorrow. Like I'm going to go further with more information about that province specifically, so that I can tell you more about it. But otherwise, I would really like to thank you for your attention. And I'm really hoping that you're going to find this video very useful to help you to prepare to immigrate to Canada legally. I hope that you found this so interesting for you and very useful and informative. So I would just like you to please subscribe to the channel. Do not forget, like the video, and also activate the notification bell not to miss the videos when I upload them. And also to comments. If you would like me to do a video regarding another topic or something else that you like, I always answer. Even if I don't answer immediately, I always answer few hours later or days. I'm always available here for you. I'm based in Canada, and I always make sure I bring you the correct informations, because there are also very fake links, then fake everything. So I always make sure that I bring you information that are useful for you. Okay. So I would just like to thank you for your attention, and we say bye-bye till the next video. Peace.